certain point, seriously, at a certain point, you don't even know you're doing it. Just like
I get home and there's like a whole array of stains.
But if you're affectionate, it really comes down to being affectionate with the character on stage, because most of the actors don't touch. Like, you don't feel comfortable with it until you're in a love scene with someone, a friendship scene with someone, a family scene with someone, and then all of a sudden you have to do the awkward hug, do the whatever. And then, of course, there's always the ancient man hug, which, if you could put your arms at sort of diagonal and put your head that way. And then there's this one. And then you're going, what? Hips apart! You're not touching this! This is not coming close! Cat, we are men! This is not a caress! Put a little pain to it. If for a special manliness, a fist, not even just the flat of your hand, but like man hug. And that's rare. That's like, congratulations on your marriage, haven't seen you in 10 years, family member, that's about it. Otherwise, it's just
It's like kind of how you hug a creepy guy almost, because you don't want to touch anything like soft. And then so you just keep it, you know, you don't.
Yeah.
Yes, creepy guys.
But men are all about the non-ambiguity of the hug. Like, for a man to hug, he's not going to be coming up like, come here. There's going to be a lot of angle, because he's like, okay, my arm is here, my head is here. You're going to go in the other places. There's no ambiguity there at all about, like, we're going to caress, our heads are not going to touch. Nope. Just a lot of, like, hey, or whatever.
There's a man hug.
And then the man hug.
The heteronormative man hug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a, yeah. I mean, there are, again, as your character is different, if it's really a woman, if it's whatever else, like, just play with it. But this is what some basics are, and then you can take that and either flip it on its head or take it and kind of integrate it into some other character.
And there's a lot of fun with playing the stereotypical basics against characters who are not stereotypical. Because if they're trying to pretend that they are totally normal, like you're playing a woman playing a man, just because she is a woman doesn't necessarily mean that when she does the hug, she's going to break the hug rules. It might mean she even pays extra special attention.
Yeah, it's like especially awkward when you do it.
And like try to be even too manly and be like, oh yeah, like really push it.
At least there's a chair, because we're practicing things with chairs.
There is a chair right there.
Yeah, that one's right there.
All right, number 3, walk the line. This is, we've already brought this up a little bit. Women lean, we cock our hips, we're over here, we're leaning against things. Women are never in a straight line. We're just not. We like curves, we like lines. We've learned that, especially if you're attracted to a man, you're gonna kind of lean. Whether you're not, you realize it. It's just a flirty thing. And on stage, of course, everything is double. Men, especially as a woman playing a man, where every little thing they're gonna be like, ha, you fell out of character. You've gotta be double manly. A man can get away with kind of cocking a hip. A woman can't. A woman playing a man, you can't do it. You just gotta be a man doing it. So, feet planted, if you can guess it. And we already talked about you're leaving room for the penis, shoulder width apart. So, on the level, hips even. And when you walk, and I can't do this very well, I always play men who are very bouncy, because I can't do this well. You walk with each leg moving in front of where it was before. There's no sashaying, there's none of this. No moving one foot in front of the other, or kind of leaning off to the side, nothing. If you're going to move to the side, you move to the side. Nothing diagonal.
Something I wanted to note on that I've noticed a lot in the rehearsals are when you were playing men, lots of people just by instincts walk with their toe first. Try to avoid walking with your toe first because it creates a very feminine line. If you can consciously walk heavy on your heels, it makes you appear more masculine.
Yeah, and this, there's nothing more awkward and more identity effacing than changing your walk. It's something you've been doing before you do anything else, trying to learn how to walk. And when you got it, it was amazing, and your family cheered, and this is your walk. You gotta take it outside of yourself. To go this far, not just another person, but another gender, you've really gotta fight with it. And it can take a while. As much as playing a character in high heels, if you're not used to walking around in heels, can also be just totally destructive to how you feel in the character. It can take you outside of yourself, and that's really the goal. Because as much as you already are incredible actors and you can feel like you're in the character, when you change these elemental things to get into character, you'll start saying, rather than thinking, what would my character do, you can start to bridge that sort of method acting line into what am I doing right now, and start to feel more like that other person and like you've left yourself behind, which when you're going this far is a big thing. So let's just walk around and look like idiots for a while. Try to, yeah, we're going to do a whole thing about wrists and arms, but you can play with that too because every man is different. But just for now, just concentrate on legs, and I'm going to concentrate on this too because I need to work on this. Moving in a straight line. Just feel your legs hit, and like she said, try not to hit with your toe.
Take a chair away and let you guys play musical chairs.
Yeah, maybe. Except then we'll lose concentration. So just, if you're a man, and also remember you have a penis, keep a penis in mind. And then, alright, so while we're walking, now you're a confident, even sort of a skeezy guy. You're a little bit, got a little bit of swagger. How do you walk if you're a guy with swagger?
Shoulders back.
Shoulders back, turn your toes out, almost a little bit duck-footed.
Displaying our penis towards the
The thing
world.
was that the minute I turned my feet out, I felt like sexually disgusting.
Yeah, there's definitely something about, like, you know, someone who's shy might turn their feet in. It's sort of an introverted thing. Someone who's confident turns their feet out, especially a man, pelvis first. Look at what I got.
Hey.
And you can picture like John Travolta, like, you can tell by the way I use my walk. You just walk. Alright, so
like Kate, you're playing a child, you may still have a little bit of the feminine walk to you.
yeah. Yeah, how about that? How about now we are boys? We're not men, we're boys. Kind of a lanky thing. You haven't grown into your limbs yet. You just shot up 6 inches in 8th grade.
You guys are like a tornado of men. You're both guys.
Yeah, walk around, we have to go in a circle.
And this goes for like just a lot of things we're doing. I don't know if you're doing it in 12th night, but a lot of things that we're doing in Pro is that everyone who's going every place always has a reason to go there. So if you're going someplace, you're turning your whole body, not just your legs and not just your feet.
Alright, now you're an old man. Not crippled, but you're an older man. Come up with a story for yourself. Were you in the army? You had a bad back? You're an older man. But you're still a man.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I am.
Also something to keep in mind. Often as women, not necessarily not Hollywood women because we're always in a rush, you might take smaller steps, whereas a man might be more tempted to stride.
Right.
Especially a man with a military background, a man in authority, a man with a really big penis, they're going to take larger steps.
This feels wrong.
Alright, so now,
Now it's
easy. Okay, now, if you're a character, if you're playing as a character who's a man, or if you're not a character, pick someone you know or someone from a movie or something, and try to walk like, if you're a character, walk like your character. Start thinking about where are they going? Are they walking fast? Are they walking slow? Are they looking around? Are they jumping? Are they walking heavily? What does your character do? Or just pick someone that you really like to imitate, or just something fun that you like. So Rachel just had a good question. How do men move when they're attracted to a woman? Alright, so back to the circle. Thank you everyone for walking around. It's good exercise.
Some would be attractive.
I'm going to try to hit the basics of this again. It's not something I've mastered how to do. When a man is attracted to a woman, I'm attracted to you right now, just so you know. Feet facing them. Whether or not there's something else going on, this is where they want to be. And maybe hands on hips, maybe not. It's hard for women to do hands on hips because it can seem like you're doing this. It can be tempting to tilt with fists. But you can do fists, which is a little bit more masculine. And then you might cock the head and do the eyebrow. But the head's going to be to the side somewhere. It's going to be very straight on, but then the head might tilt. And there's a lot of, this is where you want to be. And they also might do that one, stomach in, chest out, pelvis out. So there's going to be some of that.
It's turning on.
So that was Rachel's question.